and we behold the Christ you are. And so it is. Thank you so much. I'll take that. Your board at work. My name is Reverend Nickie Golden. I'm looking forward to being with you today. Sunday is the best day of the week for me. I hope for you also. I'm one of your co-ministers. Your other co-minister has been trick-or-treating in Oregon. You won't be surprised when I tell you she was the pirate wench. She had a great time, and she'll be back here with you speaking next week. So we are a community that affirms truth as we know it. We're a community that lives in love. We welcome all beings, not always all behaviors, because we want to be a community, and we are a community that lives in love. And when the behavior is unlike love, we hold that behavior, not the individual, because we know the individual is whole and good. We hold the behavior in love. And what do we know about love? Love is the answer. Love is the universal language in unity. Love is the universal healer also. So you have it. Yes, love is the best. Yes, love is absolutely the best. That's beautiful. Let's take that into prayer for a moment. Let's do a spoken word prayer. And we begin with, I am divine. I live in love. I am love. I express my best self. I hold each person in the highest light. I call forth the good. I see their magnificence, and I live from the consciousness of my own magnificence. And so it is, and so we let that be. So we have a few people who are supporting us this day. Kevin Salk is going to come and do announcements for us. You can come on up, Kevin. Thank you very much. Jay is on the piano. Zach is singing. So your ears will be delighted. Chris is in the back running sound so everybody can hear. She's the best. And Sherry is our coordinator, our Sunday coordinator, and our volunteer coordinator. And she's also the best. So Julie is our YFM director and our intern. So there's a lot of folks supporting this service. So we have some announcements for you.
We do. Next week is the town hall meeting. That's a chance for you to meet and ask questions of any candidates for the board. The following Sunday will be the annual meeting. At that meeting, we'll recap the year that we've had here, and we'll vote for members for the board. All of you are encouraged to attend, but only members can vote.
Yes, thank you, Kevin. We have a spiritual education and enrichment class coming up. It's Prosperity. Reverend Mindy is teaching it. She's calling it Accelerated because instead of across 5 Saturdays, we're meeting across 3 different Fridays, and the course is a little bit longer. Instead of 2 hours, it's 3 hours. She makes it fun. It's interesting. There's lots of learning. And when we apply the principles, they work. So I can promise you that.
This Wednesday, our own Arden Richardson will be hosting Gong Night, 7 o'clock here on Wednesday.
Come, it's really beautiful. We have Prayer Shawl Ministry coming up, and we also have
Harmonious Relationships today, 12:15 in the classroom.
It'll be fun. So thank you very much. We have Birthday Sunday. Oh, wait. No, that's next. Sorry, I'm out of order. So stand as you are able, and let's sing together. I'm choosing heaven today.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I
birthday Sunday. If you have a birthday in November, would you stand up, please, so we can celebrate you? All right, Hayden. Billy. Stephanie. Yay. Stay standing so we can sing to you.
Happy birthday to you. There's no one like you. Uniquely created. I love knowing you. I bless you with life and abundance galore. God bless you, my loved ones, and have many more.
Beautiful. And if you see these folks, if you see them at hospitality, ask them what you can hold for them in consciousness across the year, because you'll be blessing them, and you'll be getting a blessing for doing that very thing.
Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday, or happy whatever day it is as you watch this online. I'm so happy to be here for a new month, and I'm also happy for a number of things, not least of which was the wonderful turnout we had for our cook-off last week. We raised some serious money toward our YFM program, so thank you. And just FYI, the chili champ is once again Delane, back-to-back winner. And our very own uni team, Katie Schweitz, was our MAC winner, so delighted. Okay. Teen rallies coming up next weekend, did you know? It's going to be fantastic. We have so many people to thank: our host homes, our hospitality crew, our sponsors from YFM, and we are just so grateful for every one of you for creating this space for us to host our teens from around the southwest. They will be here next Sunday morning in this spot, by the way, so I'm looking forward to that happening. One thing on the hospitality. Paul Rasper is putting together a wonderful barbecue for the teens on the Sunday lunch. He is in need of barbecues. So could you please see Paul after the service if you have one? If you can't transport it, at least if you have one, and see him, and we'll try and figure out something so we can have a barbecue to feed everyone on that meal. Thanks so much for all your support. All right, I would like to invite Miss Ali. Come on up.
In letting go, I create space and energy for the new. Please say it with me. In letting go, I create space and energy for the new.
Thank you. Thank you, Ali. YFM is sponsoring a wonderful Christmas project whereby we are collecting toys in different age groups. There is a list in the back of the room at the sign-up table, and also a basket where you can place donations. We are opening up to the entire congregation if you'd like to participate and donate. And I know our YFM families and kids are going to get right behind it. And those items will be delivered to Helen's Hope Chest. They are the overarching body that will see that those items get distributed to foster families in need. So please support our project. All right. We could use more sponsor houses. Yeah. If you have a couple of spares, basically a living room for the kids to sleep on the floor and a room separate for the adult sponsors to sleep in, that would be ideal. If you have a space, would you see me afterwards or send me an email? My email is on the Unity of Mesa's website. So just let me know and be a part of it. All right, I think we're up to date. Let's say our blessing and we'll sing our youth out for their program this morning. Children, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are.
You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. Light of the world.
I am free to be, free to dream, free to dance the dance of existence, free to create universes. I am that I am, no beginning, no end. I am the timeless. I am the witness. I am without boundaries. I am life ever flowing. I am you. You are me. I am the open space. I am the open heart that welcomes all. I am laughter, stillness, playfulness, deliciousness. I am the guiding light. I am closer than your very breath. I am free to be. I am love.
One power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it in every word you say. It's mysterious until you know the truth. It's as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings as heaven's door, or whatever name you give it. It's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power. We speak so many languages, different clothing, different colors, different names. But different is only dangerous when we forget that in the heart we're all the same. We'll remember once we close our eyes to see that such distancers were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings on heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. But whatever name you give it. It's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power. One power, one power, one power. It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger you abandon for a love that's most deep. It's the one power, one power, one power. It's the one power, one power, one power. It's the power of the love that was forever in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me.
Thank you, Zach and Jay. It's the power of the love that's in you and me. Can you take that in? It's the power of the love. Love is that universal healer, that universal power that is us. We are love. We are made of love. And so this phrase, there's only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God, the good omnipotence, is that power of love. Love is the only power of the universe. It heals. It brings up everything that's unlike love in us. That's the piece that sometimes doesn't feel so good. And if we allow that to come on up, and if we can learn how to love it, then we can recognize that that which is coming up is calling us to live in this one presence and one power. It is calling us to be all that we can be, to truly live in our magnificence, to be all that we were created to be. Is it an easy road? Sometimes. And then life's. And sometimes it's not so easy. And yet within each of us, because there is only one power and presence, because we are that power of presence of love, then that love, when we tune into that love within us, it's already there, is what supports us and supports us in navigating any kinds of difficulties that we might have. Are you up for that in life? Yes. Yes. It can create an amazing life. The presence and power that's active in the universe is the presence and power that Jesus demonstrated in his life of ministry. It's what he demonstrated. It's what he realized. And the Bible's promise is that we have that same power and presence within us. The question, are we using it? Are we living from it in our consciousness? Are we living from it in our consciousness? In unity, we call that presence and power love. We call it Christ, the Christ within. The Christ is not a being. It is a principle. It's a principle that is our pattern of perfection that's within us. It was there the moment you came into beingness. It's always been with you. It's the eternal energy that is us. each of us. It expresses in unique ways, so we will often talk about the individualized expression of the divine. The Christ and the divine are similar terms. They can be used interchangeably. In this day and age, there are people who really get triggered and react by that idea of Christ or God. So you can use universal source, you can use the universe, whatever is most comfortable for you. And if I use a word that's not comfortable, substitute one of your words. It works because there is only one presence and one power that's active in the universe. And we have that within us. What that means is we have the capacity to create a life that we are living from the center of our beingness. And we can create a life that is magnificent. We can create a life that is full of joy. We can create a life that is prosperous. We can create a life that when life lives and there is what appears to be a problem, that we have all the capacities of God, as our co-founder, Myrtle Fillmore says, we have all of the capacities of God within us. We have that Christ pattern within us. And so when we live from that place, that consciousness, that center of our being, and something shows up that's unlike love or appears to be unlike love to us, then we bring forth that pattern of perfection that's already within us. We surround it with love. We hold it dear. We infuse it. And we seek to see only the good. Only the good. And what that does vibrationally is it draws forth the good. If we're going through our day, and I say we, it's all of us, if we're going through our day and we see something that we're judging, we have lowered our vibration to that point of judgment. And we have stepped out of the Christ presence. We've actually stepped into what Unity calls personality. We've stepped into our personality. But when we catch it, when we go, oh my, I've stepped into my personality, we don't have to condemn ourselves. We don't have to blame ourselves. We don't have to criticize ourselves. It's a notice. Oh, look what I've done. I've stepped into my personality. Just as easily, I can step into my individuality or my Christ presence. And then I can see the world different. It's what Eric Butterworth, Unity minister, says. It's about seeing the world rightly, not seeing the world as we see it. But how do we see the world rightly? We see the love that's present. We see the beauty that's present no matter what's going on. We notice when we come over here into our personality and we get into fear, that we can say, there's only one presence and one power active in the universe. And we can step right over here into our Christ nature, that pattern of perfection. We can say, I am safe. I am protected. The light and the love and the power of God surround us in all of the different ways that it does. But we will only see that when we are here. When we are over here in our personality, it's much more difficult to see because we get caught in that vibration of fear that happens. And when we're caught up in that, when we're drawn to that at times because we haven't necessarily cleared that pattern within us, when we're in that, it's very difficult to see the good in what's happening. And yet if we are willing to look past what is happening, when we are willing to go beyond the appearance, we step into that Christ nature that's already there, that's knocking on our doors in some ways, inviting us to see it. And you know what will happen if we don't see it easily over here? With the feather, the 2x4 comes, eventually the Mack truck comes, until we start to seek something that's different than the fear. And when we start seeking it, the way is made open because the infinite wisdom within us opens the way. Let me give you Charles Fillmore says there's a universal urge in every soul to express the fullness of its being. This urge is the call of God within. It's the call of Christ within. It's call of the divine within. That urge, that impulse that you get. Do you ever have that desire to pray? Yes. I started to worry. Yes, when you feel that desire to pray, that is that impulse within you that's seeking something. Do you ever feel the desire to meditate, even if it's for 1 minute? Yes, that is that urge of the fullness of your being, the fullness of our being, calling us to raise our attention, to bring our awareness to, and to live in a higher vibration, a higher pattern of vibration, the vibration of love, the vibration of joy, the vibration of harmony, the vibration of peace. And it is a choice. We choose heaven, that consciousness of God that's already within us. We have the freedom to choose it day to day. We have the freedom to choose it moment by moment. And it is through practice, spiritual practices, that we develop the habit. Then when we get over here in fear, we go, oh, I'm in fear, no big deal, because I have within me this pattern of perfection that I can call on to navigate my life. It is the highest guidance that you will ever receive. We support that with prayer and prayer chaplains and a prayer list that we pray over for 30 days and then send it to Silent Unity, and it gets prayed over for 30 more. We support that in that way. And yet within each of us is the capacity to go within to the silence, which isn't usually silent. It's actually surrendering into knowing that we can live from this Christ presence. We can move into mindfulness and breathing practices that support us in doing so. We can move into self-awareness. Oh, these are the things that trigger me. These are the things that get me off balance. These are the things that I notice in me begins to bring me into my personality, rather than help me, support me to stay in my Christ presence, my divine nature. But when we are self-aware and we're realizing we're here, it's very easy to go, I'm scared. Oh, let me come into a new consciousness. I am divinely protected in all ways. I'm scared, I'm frightened. Within me is the answer to every question when I tune into that Christ presence or the divinity within me. I have the answers, and they're the answers that are right for me. Now, my answers may not be right for you because you are an individualized expression of God. But your answers that you get in prayer and meditation are right for you because they come from that pattern of perfection that is you. I want to define the difference between personality and individuality. A lot of words on this slide, but this is an important aspect of the philosophy of unity. Personality is the sum total of traits and opinions that make up our current beliefs about ourselves. Do you guys have opinions about yourself? Are they always positive and powerful? No. So we all step into this personality at times. Our personality can be inconsistent and unreliable because it mainly depends on appearances. Oh, I think I look good today because I lost 5 pounds. Is that personality or individuality? It's personality. If I said, I look good because I am a beloved expression of God, is that personality or individuality? Yes, and it's true. I can get into my personality and I can spiral down. What's beautiful about spiritual community and what's great about living with another Unity minister is that there's a reflection of the Christ that's saying, hey, where are you? Where are you? Are you in fear? Are you in the understanding that all is in divine right order? Are you in a sense of lack? Or are you over here in individuality saying, I know that something good is going to come out of this, and I know that my task in life is simply to seek the goodness, to seek the best, to hold that vision of life unfolding perfectly for myself and other people. And when I'm willing to do that, and it is not easy, I often say unity is not for sissies, because it calls us to accountability. It calls us to discipline. It calls us to live from these principles that we talk about each Sunday. And it's not always easy. But when we get in the habit, when we become consistent with our spiritual tools and practicing those tools, it becomes second nature. Our individuality is our true spiritual self, the I am, the Christ. I am in unity and the Christ are interchangeable. It is the name for the unique way each person expresses the universal Christ idea. So individuality, when we begin the Sunday mornings that we do with a spoken word prayer starting with I am divine, then we are claiming that Christ nature. We're claiming our I am. Whatever we put after I am is what we are impressing on our subconscious mind or our superconscious mind. Joseph Murphy calls it our subconscious mind. Charles Fillmore calls it our superconscious mind. So it's New Thought writers with different terminology. Same idea. We call it thoughts held in mind, produce after their kind. Reverend Johnny Coleman said, what we think about, we bring about. So if I'm over here in my personality and something has happened and I'm thinking fear, I'm thinking how awful things are, I'm thinking how terrible things are, what am I going to call forth more of? Fear and terribleness. And that's what I'm going to see. I'm going to have a difficult time until I say, we live in an abundant universe. I need to focus my thoughts and my mind on abundance. I'm going to have a hard time over here moving through that fear. It's going to feel really sticky to me. And I'm going to want other people to be in that fear with me because it feels better if I think I have a crowd with me. But it just takes one of us to begin the process of saying, I'm protected. Divine right order is at play in the universe. I can live from my Christ presence, and I can direct my mind so that I can see something different. I can seek to see the good that's happening. And there is a lot of good that's happening. We just need to see it, but we have to open up to the Christ within us to be able to see it rightly. It's not about making things right. It's about seeing things right. It's about coming into that awareness that I have that presence and power within me because I am the power of love. That when I go within first, I listen deeply. I listen and then take action. The fifth unity principle is action. When I take that action, then the action that I'm taking is divinely guided, divinely navigated. But when I'm just scared, I don't know if you guys have had this experience before. When I'm just scared, I want to take the first action that's going to make me feel better. It's not always the best action. It's an action. And it's going to lead me down some path. And I might grow from it. And I might at some time be in my victim mode saying, oh my gosh, I don't understand what's going on. I don't know why this is happening to me. Ever heard yourself think that or say that? I don't know why this is happening to me. But what I do know is when I get there, all I have to do is say, I have all of the capacities of God within me. Say that with me. I have all of the capacities of God within me. I have everything I need to navigate this situation. Go ahead and say that. I have everything I need to navigate this situation. When we do this, we are living from the center of our being. When we live from the center of our being, life becomes easier. And then whatever happens, whatever comes forth, however life's, then we can go, I have what it takes to navigate this situation. This is where faith comes in. Faith is that ability to know in every cell of our body that everything's going to eventually be okay. Now, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes my control freak persona gets involved. And I think it should be a certain way. And I would judge it if it's not the way I think it should be. But I rarely have the full picture. We rarely have the full picture of what was going on. And I listen to folks talk these days, and I hear them, and I hear the fear and the sadness and the hurt that comes up, and I honor that. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that within each of us, when we choose to call it forth, is that capacity and that ability to navigate some of the worst of times and come out in a good place, to come out in a wonderful place. We can do this in lots of ways. In 2008, when we had a recession, a group of us said, I know that this is happening. I know that this is happening. And I'm going to hold the high watch because I know that prosperity is our divine birthright. I was having trouble several months ago. The property manager hadn't rented my apartment. And I thought, it's going to be one more month of not having that rent, or so I could be over here in fear, or I could come over here and hold the high watch. So I gathered a couple of other ministers that I like to pray with, and we did the power of 8. We did the power of 8 for 8 minutes. We held that my apartment in Honolulu was rented, and rented at the price I asked for. We did it. We dropped it. We went on and had a few prayers about some other things, so we spent some good time together in meditation and prayer. And the very next day, I got an email from my property manager. We've rented it, and it's rented at the price you asked for. That is answered prayer. But it takes noticing. There's nothing wrong with being here in our individuality. We all go there. We don't want to stay there. We want to go there and say, hey, look where I am. I can move. I have the tools to do that. We need to use those spiritual tools regularly, whatever it is. I could have used denials and affirmations. I deny that my apartment not renting, or that it's not rented, has any power over me. So I'm not denying that the apartment's not rented. I'm denying its power over me. I can live in fear, or I can choose to live in abundance. So after a denial, whatever we're denying that has no power over us, then I affirmed what I wanted. My apartment is rented at the price that I asked for. And when we held that in prayer in an intense way, it came forth. That's faith. I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that prayer works. I engage in prayer every day because I know it works. I know it makes a difference. When I get up in the morning, some people say, I plan my day, but I affirm my day, what it's going to look like, how it's going to unfold. I affirm the interactions and the relationships that I'm going to have. I affirm my relationship so that I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that relationship is holding a loving capacity in all its moments. And when it dips, and sometimes it dips, it can actually call for something that I hadn't been aware of, that I can now live in a more full way, that there can be more love and more joy and more presence that's happening. We have this power and this capacity within us when we're choosing to use it. Living from our center means navigating life rooted in our divine essence instead of reacting out of fear or habit or internal or external influences. Most of us look at life with what's going on outside of us, the external. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's some really great things going on. And there's some things that appear to be not so great, to be actually very sad and horrific at times. And yet, when we come within, not denying those, denying that they have any power over us, denying that they can change our experience in the world, because we know that we can come into awareness of the presence and power that is within us, tune in and know how to move. One of the ways to know if you're living from your Christ presence is no matter what's happening around you, you have a sense of peace. You have a sense of peace. And when you don't, when we get over here in our personality, we go, oh, I'm not experiencing a sense of peace, but there is a power that I have within me. My thoughts are creative, and I can come over here and begin to affirm and create what I want. Another way to say that is I can come into alignment with my divine nature, with the centeredness that I am. I am. And whatever you want to put after that beautiful and powerful phrase, I am. When we do this, we begin to respond to life rather than react. Have you ever said, oh my gosh, that's awful? Have you ever heard yourself say that? Oh my gosh, that's terrible. There's a contraction in our bodies that go with that. Well, the moment we do that, we can say, oh, yeah, that's a reaction. How would I like to respond to this? So we can go from tensing up and contracting to opening up and saying, I wonder what magnificent thing is going to come from this. I wonder what obstacle I'm going to navigate, a new skill I'm going to learn to be able to move through this. When we are living in our divine nature from that center of our being, we speak truth with love and clarity. Not all conversations are easy to have, but we don't have to raise our voice. Sometimes we can, but if we are, we're right over here. And then we can retract it. We can go, oh my gosh, I'm hearing my voice raised, and I can relax. And I can come back over here and I can say, I can speak with love and clarity. What would be the most loving thing to say in this moment? And sometimes the most loving thing to say is, I need to think about this for a moment, and I'll get back to you. There's nothing wrong with that. Yet when we're over here in our personality, there's this urgency to say something that's going to make a difference, to say something to try to fix whatever we're feeling inside. But when we're in our Christ nature, we can have this beautiful expectancy, this spaciousness that allows us to say, oh, I don't have the answer yet. And we don't have to go over here into our personality and say, oh, I don't have the answer yet, I'm a failure. We can come over here and say, oh, I don't have the answer yet. But I know that if I take it within, this answer will come to me. We can carry peace into relationships and work. We can bring our peace. And you know what happens when we're over here in fear? We attract fear. We see fear. We magnetize fear to us. When we come into work, when we come into relationships, when we go into any place that we are, and we sit for a moment before we enter the building, and we come into a centered place, a peaceful place within ourselves, then we can enter that place in peace, and we will begin to attract peace. It's amazing how we can attract people who just want a moment's connection, who want to smile, who want to say hello, who want to say, how are you today, and mean it. We attract that through what's going on inside of ourselves and that vibration. We can make choices that are aligned with higher guidance because we're not acting in impulse, we're not reacting, but we are taking the moment to center ourselves, to respond. The outer life becomes a reflection of our own inner harmony. I'm often told by people, you feel so peaceful. I don't always feel peaceful inside, but I do seek to experience peace every day. Even when I'm at the stoplight thinking I'm going to be late for this meeting, my question to myself is first, how can I experience peace? And second, I commit to being on time to this meeting, whatever that looks like. So I can begin to move the energy with my thoughts, because that's what we do. That's the thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. That's the power of love that we are. And we can use it in all aspects of our life. Joseph Murphy, he's one of my favorite New Thought writers. He was a divine science minister, and then he started working with Centers for Conscious Living. He says, the Christ within me is the light of God, guiding, healing, and prospering me now. I am one with divine love, wisdom, and power. Every thought I think is filled with peace and radiant truth. The presence of the living Christ governs all of my ways in perfect harmony and joy. To me, this sums up who we are and how we can live. So if this is something you're interested in, let's affirm it together. The Christ within me is the light of God guiding, healing, and prospering me now. I am one with divine love, wisdom, and power. Every thought I think is filled with peace and radiant truth. The presence of the living Christ governs all my ways in perfect joy and joy. Every thought I think is filled with peace and radiant truth. Now, we may not be experiencing that in a moment, but if we'll say, oh, I am not experiencing radiant truth and peace in this moment, we can say, but I know it is within me. So we simply move from our personality into our individuality, into our divine nature, and we hold that, and we say it. Joseph Murphy says, say it for 10 minutes before you go to sleep, and 10 minutes when you first get up, and do it for 7 days. Sometimes he'll tell you 21 days in his books. But if we are willing to do that, we're impressing that superconscious mind or the subconscious mind, depending on which philosophy you adhere to. We're impressing that. We're putting that energy out there. We are using thoughts held in mind, produced after their kind, and then we got to start looking for it. We got to start looking for it. Where's the peace? Oh, I had it this morning. Oh, where's the joy? Oh, I remember that. Or it's coming up because I'm going to see so-and-so. When I was actually working as a psychologist, people would come in and they'd say, oh, I'm so depressed. And we would start talking about their thinking. I was a cognitive behavioral psychologist, so we'd start to talking about their thinking. So what kind of thoughts do you have during the day? Oh, my thoughts are always so down and depressing, kind of like Eeyore. So I had a chart. And I would hand it to them and say, okay, in at least 3 times a day, but if you're willing to do it more, like hourly. Do it more. There's the signal. Hourly kinds of times. Write down just a few thoughts. You know, we have 60,000 thoughts a day. I mean, that's a lot of thoughts. We have 60,000 of them. But what scientists have shown is those 60,000 thoughts are usually repetitive. So we're thinking the same thought 60,000 times at times. So I ask them, you know, put down your different thoughts and also put down what you're feeling. And, you know, when people would do this, and most people do this, they would come in and say, I'm not depressed all the time. I thought I was depressed all the time. But they're not. They had moments of joy. They had moments of peace. They had moments of harmony. They had moments of excitement. I mean, we have 20,000 emotions every day. So compare those with our 60,000 thoughts. But we get locked in a habit of saying, oh, this is all I'm ever feeling. Do you ever think you're bored? Oh, I'm so bored. Well, I don't know what that is because I'm wanting to do so many different things. But I remember as a kid thinking, oh, I'm so bored. It's so boring here. When there was a ton of things to do, often we just can't see them. So when the client would do the mood chart and the thought chart, they got to see a glimpse of something different that they had not seen. And then I would say, what do you love to do on here? You guys have heard me say this. I'm not treating you like a client, but you've heard me say it because it works. What do you like to do? Do more of it. What do you not like to do? What do you absolutely have to do? If you don't like to do something, can you pay somebody who loves to do it for you? Like cleaning your house. Some of you may love to clean a house. It's not my favorite thing. So it's just not my favorite thing. And I haven't found anybody I like. So we went from a clunker vacuum to a different vacuum that worked better than the clunker vacuum. And then a couple weeks ago, I said, I am buying a cordless vacuum. And you know, I've been vacuuming 100% more than I was vacuuming. I made it easy. I made it easy because when we're here in our personality, we see things as difficult. When we are here in our Christ nature, something will open up. It might be the idea of buy a new vacuum cleaner that's cordless. It might be some other idea that makes life easy. And then there's more spaciousness to do those things that are fun. And that's something I want for you, is to be able to do those things that are fun. Let's say this together one more time. The Christ within me is the light of God, guiding, healing, and prospering me now. I am one with divine love, wisdom, and power. Every thought I think is filled with peace and radiant truth. The presence of the living Christ governs all my ways in perfect harmony and joy. Let's sing our way into meditation, taking these thoughts into our consciousness.
God is, I am right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. God is, I am right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am.
God is. And we are, you are the beloved expression of God. You are the power in the world, that power of love. You are God having a great time expressing itself as you. Sometimes we have to get out of the way so we get to experience the great time as well. We are radiant light. We are love. We are peace. We are harmony. These are qualities and characteristics that the world needs right now. And we have every capacity to bring those forth, to be that shining light in the world right here and right now, every day. While we are together here, loving each other, supporting each other, and when we walk through the doors and we go where we go, taking that light and that love and that peace and that harmony with us. Let's take those thoughts into the sacred and holy silence. joy is our divine birthright. It's our divine birthright because we are divine. Abundance is our divine birthright. The ability to live from the center of our being is our divine birthright. Are you willing to step into and live that fully? Allowing yourself to come back to this time and this place, this now moment, knowing the truth of you, experiencing in your body the truth of you, so that we're not only thinking about these principles, but we are embodying these principles.
Thank you so very much for that. And you also reminded me of a dear friend of mine named Donald Desmond, who was in Hollywood when he was an 18-year-old. And he learned to say, "Love is the only power," and even put it on his stationery. So thank you very much. It now comes our time when we talk about our offering for Unity of Mesa. But before I do that, I want to read some gratitudes that we have put in the jar in the back. And if you think of new ones all the time, just keep putting them in, because we keep taking them out. I am grateful for my house, friends, my spiritual home, Unity of Mesa. I am grateful for old friends, good memories, and joyful hearts, such as those at Unity of Mesa. I'm grateful to be growing up in spirit here at Unity of Mesa. And the very last one, this very last one really got to me. It says, "God with skin today, hugs." And we are a huggy bunch. And we have many ways to give at Unity of Mesa, but most of all, we give our love every day to each of us and to the world. But we have our Vanco app, and that's what I do. We have our bookstore where you can pay in person. You can use a card or cash. We still do take cash. And you can also mail it to the address and use snail mail, okay? And our ushers will come forward. Yeah, I will, okay? Our ushers will come forward today. And don't forget me, okay? And so let's say our blessing. Divine love through and as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you.
It's never too late to turn things around, recover, unravel the path to confound the doubters and losers that line up to spare. Will tell you it's over, you're going nowhere. It's never too late, I hope it's never too late. It's never too late to get back on track, to get at least some, if not all of it back. I thought I was happy, and sometimes I was, but sadness is just as important, because got to carry the weight and hope. It's never too late. Never too late to fight the fight. Never too late to cheat the night. Never too late to win the day. Never too late to break away. Time will start to move too fast. The time is now, my friends. I'm a long way from the start, but further from the end. Whoa, it's never too late. It's never too late to get up off the ground. Don't have to be noticed, don't have to be crowned. I get what I've done and I don't try to hide. I lost many things, but never my pride. It's never too late, I know it's never too late. Never too late to fight the fight, never too late to cheat the night, never too late to win the day, never too late to break away. Time will start to move too fast, the time is now, my friends. I'm a long way from the start, but further from the end. Whoa, it's never too late. I used to say I don't have time, I'm sleeping tonight. A day doing nothing is doing it right. No hurry, as long as it takes. You might as well sleep for all the difference it makes. I didn't find love or the peace that it breaks. These aren't excuses, but a string of mistakes. I won't go back there, not going back there. Never too late to fight the fight, never too late to cheat the night, never too late to win the day, never too late to break away, never too late to fight the fight, never too late to cheat the night, never too late to win the day, never too late to break away. Time will start to move too fast, time is now, my friends. I'm a long way from the start, but further from the end. Whoa, it's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late.
I love it when you sing here. Great. Never too late. Let's bless our offering. Thank you, Arn and Cindy. We are one with the opulence of God. We are now in the flow of infinite abundance, and we give thanks for the prosperity that is ours by divine right. And so it is. We have hospitality outside. It's going to be fun. We have a conversation starter for you with hospitality outside. What is the one thing that instantly brings you back to your center? Give you a moment to think about it. What instantly brings you back to your center? What a wonderful thing to talk about. Don't forget to bless our birthday people. And would our chaplains please stand up? We have Audrey, we have Cecilia who stepped forward, John, we have Jennifer, and we have Barbara Sherrod. So bring your outcome that you would, we have Darlene, I didn't see you at first. Bring the outcome that you want in prayer. God knows the story and you know the story. Bring the outcome so they can spend their time holding the outcome in the light of love, in that power of love that we all are, knowing that as we do that, things unfold and come forth in divine right order. So thank you, Cecilia. Thank you, Kevin and Nancy. Thank you for your lovely presence here today. If you have been touched, moved, or inspired by anything, tell somebody. Tell somebody what touched, moved, or inspired you. And live from that place. Let's do the prayer for protection. Let's do that. Woo. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, all is well. Thank you for your presence. Have the best week ever.
Never too late to fight the fight, never too late to cheat the night, never too late to win the day, never too late to break away, never too late to fight the fight, never too late to cheat the night, never too late to win the day, never too late to break away. Time won't start to move too fast, the time is now, my friends. I'm a long way from the start, but further from the end. Whoa, it's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late.